Bonjour tout le monde. Are you currently learning French? Do you want to sound like a native? Here are 15 sentences to up your game and sound like a proper local. It's quite simple. I will give you one sentence in traditional French and the equivalent in modern slang. So, let's have a look at our 15 sentences. Let's start with this one. Je vais au cinéma cet après-midi. Now, that's quite simple. I'm going to the cinema this afternoon. However, in slang, you might hear it like this. Je vais au cinoche cet après-midi. Je vais au cinoche cet après-midi. Now, as you can see, cinéma has become cinoche and cet après-midi has become staprem. So we do shorten some of the words in French, so watch out for this. Phrase number 2. J'adore ton appartement. It means I adore your flat. However, in slang, you might hear it like this. Je kiffe ton appart. Je kiffe ton appart. Adorer in slang is kiffer, and appartement again is one of those words that has been reduced to appart. Je kiffe ton appart. Phrase numéro 3. J'en ai assez, laisse-moi tranquille. I have had enough, leave me alone. Now, if you wanted to say that the proper way, like the slang French way, you would say J'en ai ma claque, lâche-moi les baskets. J'en ai ma claque, lâche-moi les baskets. Now again, this is extremely slang. Avoir sa claque, c'est en avoir assez. It is to have had enough. I've had it up to here. As for lâche-moi les baskets, it literally means let go of my trainers. As in, leave me alone. I know, right? Phrase number 4. Fais attention, c'est dangereux. Watch out, it's dangerous. Now, when you say to someone, fais attention, it means be careful or watch out. You might hear it like this, though. Fais gaffe, ça craint. Fais gaffe, ça craint. Gaffe is another way of saying attention. So, fais gaffe, fais attention. Phrase number 5. Comme d'habitude, tu ne comprends rien. Like, as usual, you understand nothing or you don't understand anything. If you were to say that in a very slang way, like a local, you would say, comme d'hab, t'es à côté de la plaque. Comme d'hab, t'es à côté de la plaque. Again, habitude has been reduced to ab, as in dab, or comme dab, okay? The same way as appartement became appart. So watch out for all these little words that are reduced into one syllable. T'es à côté de la plaque literally means you are completely next to the plaque. Okay, completely off. I know that it might be very difficult for you to grasp. However, we have a support guide available with this lesson. So it is available if you join my membership. Numéro 6. Il faut que je parte, je vais arriver en retard au travail. So one has to go, I have to go, it is necessary for me to leave. I am going to arrive late for work. However, in French slang, you might hear it like this. Faut que je file, je vais être à la bourre au boulot. Faut que je file, je vais être à la bourre au boulot. So here we've got filer, meaning to leave, okay, je file, je dois y aller, okay, I must go, je dois partir, il faut que je file, je vais être à la bourre, I'm going to be late. So again, être en retard in slang, être à la bourre. And travail in slang is boulot. So, faut que je file, je vais être à la bourre au boulot. I know, right? Sounds funny when I say it, but it's real. It's real. We would, say it and you would hear it in, everyday French. Numéro 7. As-tu pris tes médicaments ce matin? Have you had or taken your medicine this morning? Very likely that we would say, t'as pris tes médocs ce matin? T'as pris tes médocs ce matin? So again, t'as pris, as-tu pris, t'as pris. The same, okay, but we say it in a much faster way, in a more slangy way, if I can say that. Médicament has been transformed to médoc. And ce matin, okay? So try to practice that. T'as pris tes médocs ce matin? T'as pris tes médocs ce matin? Crazy, right? Numéro 8. J'ai faim, j'ai envie de manger du poulet. I am hungry, I feel like eating a chicken. What, the whole of it? or some chicken. Now, in French slang, you might hear it like that. J'ai la dalle, je boufferais bien du poulet, pas toi? J'ai la dalle is a slang way of saying I'm hungry. And manger can be bouffer as well. However, it's really slang. I wouldn't recommend that you use bouffer in normal situation, if that makes sense. So, bouffer, use it only between friends, okay? So, j'ai la dalle, je boufferais bien du poulet, pas toi? I am hungry, I wouldn't mind eating some chicken. What about you? Ici, numéro 9. Je n'ai rien compris. Pourrais-tu répéter, s'il te plaît? I did not understand anything. Could you repeat, please? Now, if you were to speak to a friend or in a very slang way, you would say, alors là, j'ai rien capté. Tu peux pas répéter, s'il te plaît? Alors là, j'ai rien capté. Now, capter, to capt, okay? As in to comprendre, to understand. So, I did not understand anything. Tu peux pas répéter, s'il te plaît. Instead of using the conditional pourrais-tu répéter, like it's a formal and more polite way of asking someone to repeat, you could say, tu peux pas? Wouldn't you be able to repeat, please? Tu peux pas répéter, s'il te plaît? So suddenly, we're using a negation. Well, actually, we want someone to repeat. Not that we don't want them to not repeat, we want them to repeat it. So look at it again. Alors là, j'ai rien capté. Tu peux pas répéter, s'il te plaît? Can you repeat, please? It's crazy, isn't it? Have a look at number 10. Il n'y a rien à manger dans cette maison. There is nothing to eat in this house. Okay. In French slang, you might hear it like that. Ah, il n'y a rien à bouffer dans cette baraque. Il n'y a rien à bouffer dans cette baraque. So, il n'y a rien becomes il y a rien. And manger, we've heard, is bouffer. And a house in slang is baraque. So, il n'y a rien à bouffer dans cette baraque. There is nothing to eat in this house. Quite simply. Numéro 11. Je prends mon petit déjeuner au restaurant ce matin. So I'm taking my breakfast at the restaurant this morning. However, in French slang, you might hear it like this. Je prends mon petit déj au resto ce matin. Je prends mon petit déj au resto ce matin. Again, petit déjeuner becomes petit déj, restaurant becomes resto. So trying to say it as fast as you can. Je prends mon petit déj au resto ce matin. Okay? The sentence is not hard to understand, as long as you know that petit déj is petit déjeuner and resto is restaurant. Numéro 12. Tu veux venir prendre l'apéritif ce soir? Would you like to come and have an aperitif this evening? An aperitif is a drink that you have usually between friends just before a meal. Tu veux venir prendre l'apéritif ce soir? But French friends might ask each other this way. Ça te dit un petit apéro ce soir? Ça te dit un petit apéro ce soir? So, do you feel, ça te dit, do you feel like a petit apéro, a small aperitif tonight? Do you feel like one? Ça te dit un petit apéro ce soir? Okay, so if you hear the word apéro, it means apéritif. So that means you're inviting for a drink. Numéro 13. Tu pourrais me prêter de l'argent, s'il te plaît? So, literally means, could you lend me some money, please? So, it's quite a polite way of saying, could you? Okay, tu pourrais. We're using the conditional here. However, you might hear it in slang like this. T'aurais pas de la thune à me prêter, s'il te plaît? T'aurais pas de la thune à me prêter, s'il te plaît? Again, we're using the negation. Wouldn't you have some dosh to lend me, please? And s'il te plaît becomes te plaît, okay? So again, t'aurais pas de la thune à me prêter, s'il te plaît. We are using the negation here, but we are not meaning to use the negation, if that makes sense, okay? We literally means, could you lend me some money? Of course, thune is one of the ways we can say money, okay? We have also the word oseille, for example, which is slang for money, argent. Numéro 14. Mon ordinateur ne marche plus. My computer does not work anymore. In French slang, you might hear it like that. Mon ordi est HS. Mon ordi est HS. HS refers to hors service, out of order. So if you look at this sentence, you will notice that ordinateur becomes ordi, just like appartement becomes appart, and so on. We've seen quite a few words today. Again, there is a support guide available with this if you want to have a look at the full transcript. Numéro 15, and this is the last one, c'est toujours le désordre dans ta chambre. It is always a mess in your bedroom. However, you want to be angry and say this quite quite angrily. I was going to be in a slang way. You would say, c'est toujours le foutoir dans sa piole. C'est toujours le foutoir dans sa piole. And piole referring to chambre. Okay, it's a slang word to refer to a bedroom. So tell us in the comments what your favorite slang word is. And why don't you have a look at this video? What's the title again, Liam? How French sounds in everyday French conversation. It's an awesome, absolutely awesome video. That's it for me. Au revoir, à bientôt, bisous bisous.